hello to anyone who is expecting my Batman Bad Blood video. I'm sorry, it's definitely coming, but I'm having a lazy day today because there is just something that I needed to get off my chest, even if no one else cares. Because no one else cares. Subscribe! Okay, here's the question of the video. Should Keanu Reeves play Constantine again? No. Hear me out. Now, I don't usually make a lot of reactionary content because so much news surrounding the comic book industry is just clickbait. It's just, here is something to get angry about. Please get angry and share it on. Please do our marketing for us. And I hate that. But every now and then there is a genuine piece of news that pops up. And the fact that there are Constantine, Zatanna, and Justice League Dark movies in the works is genuine news. So I still was going back and forth as to whether or not to talk about it, because what would I even say? And who would even care? But like I said, this just kept going around in my head, so here are my thoughts on it. Keanu Reeves shouldn't be Constantine. Here's why. Now, is the original Constantine movie bad? Yeah. But I also think that people were a lot harder on it than it really deserved. Because there are good things in it. Like, the Hellblazer aesthetic, they got down really, really well. Not actual hell, that was boring and generic. But up on Earth, the bleak Catholic kind of aesthetic that they managed to pull off there did really remind me of the Hellblazer comics. That was well done. And Tilda Swinton as Gabriel? Perfect. I mean, she just got down every single aspect of that character. The smarminess, the self-importance, the stuck-up personality, the belief in their own superiority. Every part of that is just so Gabriel. In the Hellblazer comics, other characters very literally call Gabriel the snob. And one time when John goes to Gabriel and asks, "Hey, I did this stuff for you, can you please pay me back? Can you please help me?" And Gabriel's like, "Oh no, you should be doing things because you should do them for nothing because that is the godly way and I don't owe you crap." And John's like, "Even demons pay their debts, you smarmy bastard." But Gabriel's like, no, you should be doing things out of the goodness of your heart because I don't have any responsibility. Screw you. And that was just perfectly portrayed by Tilda Swinton. And oh boy, does John make Gabriel regret not paying his debts to him. I'm not going to tell you how, because everyone should read Hellblazer, but it's really, really good. So, I am not saying that the original Constantine movie was a pile of garbage like a lot of people have said it was, but it drops the ball on the most important part. Constantine. Keanu Reeves did not play Constantine. And I know I have a lot of love for Matt Ryan because he just plays this character to perfection.
Any of you squabblers got a cigarette?
But let's just put him aside and think about it from a business perspective because one, you're gonna want big names for the movie, and I understand that. And two, DC do kind of separate their movies from their TV shows. I get that too. So let's just say that Matt Ryan is out of the running. It's sad, but let's just say it. Let's say I'm open to another actor playing John Constantine. Should it be Keanu Reeves? No. Now before you start typing away, I know you love Keanu Reeves, because everybody does. He's a delight. And I'm glad that after so many misfires, the Constantine movie included, he has managed to find his voice as an actor. And he is brilliant. But is he a good choice for John Constantine? No. So let me break down why. Most Constantine fans agree that when it comes to a portrayal of this character, you have to take into consideration the 3 Bs. What are the 3 Bs? John has to be blonde, British, and bi. Now, the first 2 don't really come into consideration when it comes to choosing an actor. Hair can be dyed and actors can act. But let's look at number 2. So, I'm not saying that an American actor can't be cast. An American actor who can play a convincing Brit. Absolutely. But should John Constantine as a character be American? No. Do you want a British Captain America? Do you want a Russian Superman outside of an alternate universe? Do you want an American James Bond? Do you, who have seen my Gotham High review, want a half-Asian Bruce Wayne? Those of you who have not seen my Gotham High review, no. No, trust me, you don't. You don't. John's Britishness is quintessential to his character, as well as his British vernacular.
Kick them in the bollocks and spit on them when they're down.
Oh, bollocks is my ex.
Bollocks. Bollocks.
It's a British expletive used
I know
to...
what bollocks means.
Bloody theatrics! Who the hell do you think I am? Benedict bloody Cumberbatch?
As John would say, it's bloody awful.
It's a physical connection, love.
Don't call me love.
Oh, pardon me, pet.
Great English.
I'll sod off!
He's a Brit, all right.
Without this, so much of his personality is gone. Now, I understand the decision to set something in America because for some reason, marketing departments have decided that American audiences don't watch things that aren't set in America, which may seem kind of insulting to an American audience, but considering the fact that less than half of Americans have passports, I can understand that this is a sensible marketing decision. They set the Constantine TV series in America and it worked great. But John was still British. And why is it so important that he be British? Well, Britishness makes up a huge part of his character. I mean, one of the greatest villains in the Hellblazer comic was Margaret Thatcher, symbolically. John is one of those characters where if you remove their national identity, you remove so much from them. Like I said, do you want a British Captain America? Do you want a Russian Superman? Do you want an American James Bond? No. There's also the problem of charisma. Now, Keanu Reeves certainly has his own charisma, but it is not very John Constantine.
Oh, doubtful, mate. I am an accomplished warlock, an expert of the occult, and a master of exorcism. I'm also a tourist, for those of you taking notes.
And I'm sure considering his acting talent, he'd do them well, but it just wouldn't feel right. It would be like casting Meg Ryan as Catwoman. It doesn't matter how good the actor is, some actors just don't fit certain characters. And I am of the opinion that Keanu Reeves is one of the worst miscastings in comic book movie history. Down in the comments, please tell me if you can think of any others, because I, for the life of me, cannot. I cannot think of a casting that was a greater misfire than this, but if you can, please let me know. It would be hilarious to think that one could have been worse. So I think that's pretty much all I have to say on the topic. I think Keanu Reeves is a great actor. I love Hellblazer, but the two just don't go together. And I don't think there is any way you could make them slot together. I may be wrong on that front, but after poring over Hellblazer so many times, I just can't see it. So what do you think? Do you think Keanu Reeves could pull in a good performance of John Constantine? If not, do you want Matt Ryan to do it? I certainly do. And if Matt Ryan can't do it, who do you think would make a good John Constantine? Taron Egerton from the Kingsman movies did the voice of John Constantine in the latest Sandman audiobook in Audible, which is not sponsored because of course I'm not. And he is fantastic, so that could be a bold choice, maybe? Either way, please check out the Hellblazer comics, please check out the Constantine TV series. It was a sin that that show was cancelled, it really was. And if the 300 odd issues of Hellblazer looks a bit much for you, then I recommend the current ongoing John Constantine Hellblazer series. It is really, it's so good. It's capturing the essence of the old Hellblazer comics, but bringing in new ideas and new social commentary and politics, because Hellblazer has always been about those politics. The current storyline is about a sailor who seduces a mermaid and tries to get her to bring lots of fish to him, but the fish supplies are drying up, and it's a whole thing connected to Brexit and the fishing industry. And I realise I might be turning off some people here, but it's good. It's really good. And, you know, go ahead and read it if you want to see a mermaid give a sailor a blowjob, because that actually happens. Anyway, thank you for listening to me. Please check out Everything Constantine. Please tell me, do you think Keanu Reeves could be a good Constantine? And if so, please explain it to me, because I can't see it. Thank you, and join me next time when I will hopefully have my review of Batman Bad Blood up and running. Bye.